Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Cincinnati Reds and the Texas Rangers. First pitch coming your way next.
And now, yours.
Just about set to go now. And starting this one, Max Scherzer. And as usual with him singing, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
And a pitch. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. And there's one away. And now the right fielder, Will Benson. There's a swing and a drive. That's down. One hops off the wall. Into second with a double. And they got something brewing now.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Got it. Nice grab. And there's two away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Grounded to low. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. One hit, one left. Rangers will get their shot in a scoreless ball game. Now, Travis Jankowski. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Missed with a changeup, and that is ball one. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. And 1-2. And another ball. Kicks and fires. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with two strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error. But some way, you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Leody Taveras. Now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
On a line, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Everything came together for him. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
The pitch. There's the strike at the knees.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with two strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Adolis Garcia stepping in for the Rangers.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
On the ground to the left. And foul ball. At the belt and fires. Right through there for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
And that one is lifted in the air. Friedl makes the play, and it's out number 3. Second inning set to go. Jonathan India at the plate. Max Scherzer back to work. That one hit to right. Garcia makes the grab. One up, one down. Now the left fielder, Jake Fraley.
Really strong hitting performance recently, averaging more than 2 hits per game.
And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone. Third home run of the season, and they jump out front. It's 1-0.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Tony Kemp now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Foul ball. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Battling here as he fouls it away. Scherzer winds, kicks, fires. Scherzer gets the punch out. 2 away.
Way out front of that inside pitch there. Just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel. Make sure you recognize it. Try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
That's towards center. Simeon sizes this one up. That'll drop in as he plays it on a hop. Now it's going to be Tyler Stevenson.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently, working on an 8-game hitting streak.
Out to short. Seager gathers and throws to first. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's an early Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Here is Marcus Semien. Lodolo back to work. And that one hammered. Fraley going back for it. Just missed it.
Well, off the bat, I thought for sure it had enough to get out of here, but that wind's kind of blowing in from left, and I think that's what made the difference.
Nathaniel Lowe in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, not in time. He's safe.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Man at second. And a base hit. Low around third. Here's the throw to the plate, but it's offline.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. And that's 2. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. All even now at 1. Into the show. Back at Globe Life Field. And now the center fielder, TJ Friedl. Max Scherzer goes to work. Swing and a miss. Friedel patrolling center field, 28 years old. He's knocked in 9 over his last 10 games. Gets to it with a slide to first. And very nicely done for the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Fought off foul. Tied up here in the early going. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And there's 2 away. Now it's the second baseman, Matt McLain. Scherzer deals. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Now batting Jeimer Candelario. Here goes the runner. That one fouled off. So here's Scherzer. Runner goes again. Foul ball there. Two outs. Runner on the move again. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Righty delivers. Good job to fight that one off. Here's the 0-2. Got him swinging. Had him way out front of the slur. A base hit, no errors, and one left. Back in Arlington, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the switch hitting catcher, Jonah Heim. That's off the mark. Ball one. Out towards left center. Under it. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Travis Jankowski stepping in for the Rangers. Struck out swinging his first time. Hit on the ground to the right side. McLain tosses to first. 2 away.
Up next for the Rangers, the center fielder.
Here's Leody Taveras. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Friedel snags it, and that is that. Rangers remains deadlocked at 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 4th. Now it's the DH, Jonathan India. Comebacker to the mound. The throw to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. Jake Fraley, the next to hit for the Reds. That's outside, and that's ball one. All tied up here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And a foul ball. The pitch. Scherzer gets the punch out. 2 up, 2 down.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Here's Tony Kemp. Grounded to low. He handles it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the 4th, here's a big power threat. Corey Seager. Lodolo back to work. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man on base to start the inning. Adolis Garcia stepping in for the Rangers. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Lifted in the air, right center field. Benson sizing this one up. Hauls it in for the out. Oh, he throws it away. Now it's Marcus Semien. Fly to left his first time. That one ripped. Grabs it right up against the wall.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. Fastball for a strike. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next one misses, and it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup. 1 left for Texas. Score remains tied, 1-1. And we're back. Ready now for the 5th inning. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati. Spencer Steer. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Taveras brings it in. 1 away. In now for the Reds, Tyler Stevenson. Grounded out his first time. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Up the middle, Seager sends it to first, and they got him. Here's the center fielder, TJ Friedl. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Scherzer gets the punch out, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Down in order. Still tied, 1-1. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the third baseman, Josh Young. In there at the knees.
Well, these Rangers just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Right through there for a strike. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Next is the designated hitter, Ezekiel Duran. Ball 1, no strikes. A big swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
1 down, base is empty. Out to short. Kemp gets it to first. And that quickly 2 away. Jonah Heim stepping in for the Rangers. He's 0 for 1. Just missed. On the ground, out to short. Rangers go down in order. So they make short work of them there. 5 innings complete. All tied 1-1. Back in Arlington. All set for the top of the 6th. Now it's the right fielder, Will Benson. Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off.
Well, these Reds, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at a lot of first pitches, and they've given away 7 outs as a result. They might just want to consider a more patient approach. I'm sure it's at least something they've chatted about in the dugout. Coming into this one, that was probably the game plan. Attack early in the count, but doesn't seem to be working out the way they wanted to. We'll see if they make an adjustment.
1-2 here.
Ball. 2-2.
Left-hand batter waits. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Look, he just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count off at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
McLean at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Hit hard on the ground to short. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. Now the Reds cleanup hitter, Jeimer Candelario. Hard hit left side. Whips it to first. And the Reds go 1-2-3. Check there. Well, we go bottom 6. And now it's the Rangers leadoff hitter, Travis Jankowski. Lodolo back to work. Slides, but it gets by him. And that rolls into the corner. And he'll pull into second safely.
Wastes no time there. Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Man at second. That one missed. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1-2.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
And fouled off. With the go-ahead run standing at second here in the bottom of the 6th. Well struck deep right field, way back and out of here. A gigantic blast. And they slide in front in the 6th. It's 3-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
Benson makes the grab. 2 down. 2 outs. Base is empty. Marcus Semien stepping in for the Rangers. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Semien, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year. 2 outs. Base is empty. That one misses. And now 3-0.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
And now the lefty. And there's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
Clobber to right field, way back, gone. He sends it out here. It's absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Reds, Frankie Montas.
Definitely a guy.
Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. But 2-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. And now the DH, Jonathan India. And first offering is fouled off.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Bouncer to Young. Fires across the diamond, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Jake Fraley, the next to hit for the Reds. And a rope into center field, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Tony Kemp, the next to hit for the Reds. He's been a great free agent side. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
Not a fast runner on the base pass, so this kind of looks like it was a hit and run called from the dugout. Got to make contact some way or somehow, because that guy's not going to be able to steal second base and be safe.
And there's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Up and in. Now 1-2.
1-2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Back at Globe Life Field, set for the last half of the 7th. And now here is Ezekiel Duran. Look out.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And a foul ball.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
And now 1-2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Bounce to the right side. McLean in plenty of time to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Here's the catcher, Jonah Heim. He's built his reputation as one of the top framers in the sport. That's inside. 1-0. And a good eye there. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
2 balls, 1 strike.
1 out, base is empty. And another ball. (3-1), and he couldn't come up with it.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Back to the top of the lineup, Travis Jankowski stepping in for the Rangers.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
And he can't make the play. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Uh-oh, wrong base as it goes to third. There's one. Man at first. Now it's the switch-hitting outfielder, Leody Taveras. Jankowski on the run. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, it really doesn't matter what the situation is. When a guy like this gets on first, you know he's going to steal second at some point during the at-bat. Nice job to get into scoring position. The defense probably knew it was coming, but they just couldn't do anything to stop it.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Man on second, 2 down. And he chases that one. That's the 3rd out. They lead this one, though, 5-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now, Spencer Steer. Swung on, belted. That's back. Going, gone. hammers one out to center. His 7th home run of the season. And they close the gap. It's 5-2.
His confidence is through the roof with the way he's been swinging it lately. He's on a really good run.
Now at the plate, Tyler Stevenson. And that one fouled off. The 0-1. That's ripped. Base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
He was all over that.
Skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. And now the center fielder, T.J. Friedl. Outside corner, there's a strike.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
High fly ball down the left field line. That's back there. And out of here. A 2-run homer. 2nd home run of the inning for him. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 5-4. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. He's just too good of a hitter at the plate. His bat looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives him the ability to get barrel on it and hit the ball out to any part of the park.
Next for Cincinnati, Will Benson. That's in there. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
0-2.
Bounced up the middle, and that one handled. Off balance throw in time. First out in the top of the 8th.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even listen to the rhyme because it's time to make gravy. If it moves your body. More impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to in the air get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
McLean swings through it for strike 1. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Looking to get the tying run on base. That one the other way. Throws to first in time.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Candelario stands in now and watches strike 1. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
2 down, nobody on. And that one moves his feet. And there's a ball.
It's a good take.
2-2.
On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. And that is the inning. But 2-5 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. And we're back. Now it's the shortstop, Corey Seager. Pitch misses inside. And that's ball 1. And that one fouled off. The wind of the pitch. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Swings through it for the K. Some high cheese for strike three.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
And first offering is fouled off.
Yeah, I'm getting mail from jail, telling me to kill it. When they get out, I bring them rough. Should know be how I kick it. American
swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Center field. Friedel under it. Corrals it. 2 down. Marcus Semien will hit next. Bounce to the left side. Over to first, and that is that. All set to start the ninth in this one. Digging in, Jonathan India. And here it comes. Breaking ball inside. And that is ball one. And the right-hander deals. Slides for the stop. Gathers and throws. Nicely done for the out.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in the ball game like this. Positioned perfectly.
He's 2 outs away. And now, Jake Fraley. Line drive. Could be extra bases. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
And here is Tony Kemp. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Spencer Steer.
And that one fouled off. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. On the ground to third. Throw to first in time, and this one is over. The Rangers hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game. Close one here today, and your final 5-4. They hang.
Who's fucking safe? Freaking Empire wants to fucking see what they want to fucking see now.
Inside the new home, the Cincinnati Reds and the Texas Rangers. Just about to get started. And our starting pitcher here today, Nathan Eovaldi. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
And he grounds one to the right side. Simeon, toss over to first. One up, one down. Stuart Fairchild, the next to hit.
He's done a great job making contact recently, working on a nice 11-game hitting streak.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Eovaldi, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. And misses. It's a strikeout.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Spencer Steer at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2. Line drive, caught.
Bro, they're not fucking doing that fucking real stuff.
Bottom of the first. And stepping in is the speedy Travis Jankowski. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. And a pitch. Trying to bunt his way on. Steer. In there safely.
Oh, why was nobody fucking going for it?
Start the game on offense, and thanks to a little small ball, they produce a base runner right away. And we'll see if this is part of the game.
Almost got him.
This kid's power really stands out. Even though he's a top prospect, I still thought it was going to take time before he started to hit balls, but I was wrong. I didn't think he'd be able to adjust this quickly.
Foul ball there. Nobody out. Runner at first. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Got him swinging. So now it's Corey Seager. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Jankowski leads off first with 1 away. Next offer in there for a strike. That is strike 2.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Goes down looking.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far.
The throw in time to get him, and that does it for the inning. One left for Texas, scoreless after 1. Back at Globe Life Field, all set for the start of the inning. And now the veteran third baseman, Jeimer Candelario.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
This one high in the air to left center. Carter on the move. He's got it. And there's one down. Jonathan India at the plate.
Here's a hitter who's been strong in the clutch lately. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
On the ground. Oh, great grab on the dive. Fires to first. In time. Got it.
Well, this is obviously a tremendous play. But for me, it starts with a well broken in glove. To have the confidence to go down, knowing that ball is going to be right in the pocket, so you've got a clean transfer, pop back up to the feet, and fire across the diamond. Outstanding job.
Jankowski pulls it. Back in Arlington, here's the veteran second baseman, Marcus Semien. Abbott back to work. And that's through there for a strike. Now Marcus, a career-high 45 homers in 2021 with the Blue Jays. He parlayed that into a 7-year free agent deal with the Rangers.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Got him looking. And one gone.
No, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off of his shoulder. I mean, you got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe. And that's a strike. One out, base is empty. Fastball for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Ezekiel Duran stepping in for the Rangers. Smoked on the ground a second. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing for the Rangers. To the third with no score. And we're back. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. Swings and chases a low one there.
The Reds signed Elly in 2018, but it took a few years for him to stand out in their minor league system. In 2021, he went from an unranked prospect to a player on a fast track to the majors. Few scouts out there believe a growth spurt helped change Elly's entire career.
Now he breaks his bat. And there's one down. Christian Encarnacion Strand, the next to hit for the Reds. Swing and he breaks his bat. Semien pulls that one down, and there's 2 down. Here's Luke Maile. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Gathered in by Seager. Throw to first. And it's a 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the third at the plate. Sam Huff. Abbott back to work. Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1. Abbott, 24 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick in 2021. On the ground to third. Candelario on to first. And a quick out, number 1. Here's the third baseman, Josh Smith.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Swings through that one. 0-1. Late on that fastball.
Oh, this could be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
Got it. 2 gone now.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. You got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count. Just a poor at bat.
Next to hit, Travis Jankowski. Fastball for a strike. The pitch is outside, ball 1. That one ripped right center field. That's back. That's down. One hops off the wall. And he's got a double.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Strike 2.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back there. That's long gone. A massive home run. His 4th home run of the season. And that gives him a lead. It's 2-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park.
The 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering is down low. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That is the inning. Texas plates 2 on the homer, and it's 2-0. You're watching Major League. Back at Globe Life Field, here's the center fielder, T.J. Friedl. And that one is lifted in the air. Carter settles under it. Makes the catch. And there's one down. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Stuart Fairchild. He struck out swinging at his first at-bat. That one is absolutely belted. Garcia going back. And it hits the fence. Fires the second too late, and he's got a double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
Garcia really on his horse for this one. Makes the grab on the run. That's out number 2. And the throw's offline, safe at third. So now here's the Reds cleanup hitter, Jeimer Candelario. Fly to left his first time. That one foul off. Right-hander kick steals. There's a swing and a drive. Get out of town. And it ties it up. It's 2-2.
That's a game changer right there. A big time swing, and we're all tied up. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Dives, and he can't hang on. He doesn't have a throw, and they come away without an out. So digging in, Jake Fraley. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. And the batter will be the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. He's 0 for 1. And there's the strike.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. Cincinnati plates a pair on this homer. Back in Arlington, and now it's going to be Adolis Garcia. Here comes a pitch. That one way inside.
Well, after scoring runs is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
The wind of the pitch. And a foul ball. The pitch. Got it by him for the K.
Finished him off by blowing it by him up high, but they did a really nice job of setting that pitch up. The plan of attack early on was to keep everything down around the knees, so that was a good call to change his eye level and run it by him for the K.
Here is Marcus Semien. Caught looking his first time up. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. For Marcus Semien, probably the biggest adjustment and improvement he's made has been on defense. Semien made 35 errors as a shortstop in 2015 with the Oakland A's. And by the time 2021 came around, he won a Gold Glove with the Blue Jays. Fairchild under it, and he makes the catch. And there's two down. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Now a screamer into the outfield. Friedl makes the grab. And that'll do it. And the Rangers set down in order. Score remains 2-2. And now Christian Encarnacion Strand. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Well, these Reds definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. One thing that stands out looking over the numbers is the amount of outs they have on the first pitch of the at-bat. They've given away too many at-bats with easy outs.
And a swing and a miss. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. Three-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Bounce to third. Smith fires over to first. And the first two set down to the top of the fifth. So the lineup flips over. TJ Friedl, the next to hit for the Reds. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. This one lifted in the air, left field. He's got it, and that is that. Halfway through. Bottom of the inning, leading off, Ezekiel Duran. And the pitch. That's in there. That's strike one.
Well, these Rangers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
0-2 now. And a swing and a miss. And one out now.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone, and a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Hub batting for the second time, and that's strike one.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Bases empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Up next for the Rangers, Josh Smith. And first offering is fouled off. All tied up here in the second game of the series. And ball one. That one not close. Ball two. Two down, nobody on. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. A wind of the pitch. That misses, and the count's full. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Three and two. Payoff pitch. Up the middle. No play. That's an infield single.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
And the 0-1. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Next pitch misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and that is that. So 1 hit. We are tied 2-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now here is Stuart Fairchild. And he deals. Makes a sliding stop. The throw, and that's a great play for the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Steer up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside ball 1. In the air out towards right center. Garcia heads after it. He's got it. And there are 2 down. Next to hit, Jeimer Candelario. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Jankowski makes the play. Next time. And we're back. Bottom of the... Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Sam Moll. The pitch. In there at the knees. It's 0-1. Moll in his 3rd season, 32 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Swings through that one.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
That misses, and the count 1-2. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Moving under it. Drops into the glove. 1 down. And here's Corey Seager to hit. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. And he's into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
Natural disasters, all these emotions.
So next to hit for Texas, Adolis Garcia. Hit on the ground to Candelario. Zips it to first, and Garcia is out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Simeon in the box now. Takes strike 1. That one finds the corner, and the count is 0-2. And a pitch. That one misses. Going to count 1-2. Go ahead run at second here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets to it on to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. We go to the top of the 7th, and now the designated hitter for the Reds, Jonathan India. Base hit, so the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Jake Fraley. Runner takes off. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul. And a pitch. Ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. Headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. 3-2.
Now batting.
We all saw it was hit hard, but how hard was it, Singy? StatCast is here with the answer.
Yeah, Boog.
Out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Elly De La Cruz misses the zone, and he gets him to chase. One run across in the frame so far here in the top half of inning number 7. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Up the middle, and a base hit knocks in a run. That ups his hitting streak to lucky number 13.
The Baker's dozen, Boog, and it doesn't seem like a huge number, but anytime you get to the point where you've hit in every game for almost 2 weeks.
Seager over to second, on to first, double play.
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
So back to the top of the Reds lineup. Now here's the Reds leadoff man, TJ Friedl. Out to short. Throws to first. They limit the damage here. A couple of runs in the stretch time. It's the Reds 4 and the Rangers 2. Bottom of the 7th. And here's the first baseman, Nathaniel Lowe. And a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back there. Out of here. He made him pay for that one. It's 4-3. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
Laced down the line, could be extra bases. Here comes the throw. And now the tying run is into scoring position. Sam Huff stepping in for the Rangers. That's off the mark. Ball 1. Right field down the line, and that one slices foul. Next offering upstairs.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Just missed.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense.
Had him way out front of the slurve. Next up for Texas, Josh Smith. 1 for 2. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. He's under it. Makes the grab. Out number 2. So the batting order turns over. Travis Jankowski stepping in for the Rangers. There's a strike. Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Ball 1 there. So the tying run at second. That one 95 to finish him off. We're at the top of the 8th. Now the number 2 hitter, Stuart Fairchild. The wind to kick the pitch. Out towards right center. That's well struck. This looks like extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got his second double of the game.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Spencer Steer, the next to hit for the Reds. Swings and misses. Strike one. Swings through that one above the zone.
The high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level. It's really hard to catch up and get that top hand to work on time.
Garcia makes the catch. Yeah, there's one away. Jeimer Candelario getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this game. Back to the mound. He's got it. To first. And there's two away. Applies the tag. And they get two. Double play. One hit. Coming up. It's the Reds 4 and the Rangers 3. Back at Globe Life Field. Bottom of the 8th. And now Evan Carter. And he takes one right on the black. And that's strike one. Top of the zone for a called strike. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down one. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
And Seager is set down. And there are two outs. Now here is Adolis Garcia. Fouled off left side. And that one is lifted in the air. Fraley should have it. And that is that. New inning getting started. And the batter now, Jonathan India. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Heaney measures 6 feet 2 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike two. On the ground to the left, Seager slings to first. Now one gone in the 9th. Jake Fraley, the next to hit for the Reds. In the air, left side. On his way over, he makes the catch, and there's two down. Elly De La Cruz now at the plate. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Not in time. He's safe.
Good hustle. And when you talk about an emerging leader on a team, those are the things that are going to be necessary for him to do to set that example, you know, game in, game out.
And here is Christian Encarnacion Strand. Snap throw to first. And he's back in safely.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Runner on the go again. Ripped to short. On to first. And the inning is over. So 6 and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Reds 4 and the Rangers 3. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Ian Gibaut.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Next offering away upstairs. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. One-run game, bottom 9. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. just misses with that one.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Looking to get the tying run on base. He fouls it off. Will do it again. Kicks and deals. Got him. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. He's 2 outs away. Nathaniel Lowe stepping in for the Rangers. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
Inside, almost got him. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Out to short. Tosses to first. He's out.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Duran in the box now. Takes strike 1. Just missed.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Splits the plate and a count 1-2. A 1-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. And it's off the wall.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there, down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
In the box now, takes strike 1. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field, way back there. Gone! Ball game!